Welcome to the Divinely Protected Oracle. Thank you for your likes, your subscribes, your comments, and all your donations. They are truly appreciated and they go to the growth of the channel. So thank you for all your support. We're going to go ahead and do a general message for the collective. Now this may resonate with your situation or perhaps someone who's in your energy. So please only take the messages that are for you and leave the rest. Now if you're interested in a more private reading, please check out my description box for the channel and it will give you step-by-step instructions. Alright, so let's see what Spirit has for the collective for today. Alright, we have lunar eclipse. Alright, the lunar eclipse was March the 25th. Some of you went through some sort of change. I feel like this is something that either people are not aware of or you didn't see coming. Okay, 43 talks about hidden knowledge, hidden truth. What else does the collective need to know? This is in regards to your 6th house of routines. Alright, so some of your routines were thrown off. Okay, because the 6th house talks about your health, your fitness, right? It also talks about work habits, organization, being of service. 30 goes to a 3, which talks about communication. Yeah, so something about your routine was completely thrown off on the 25th of March. So whatever happened on the lunar eclipse, it changed the way that you work now. Okay. So let's find out more about this situation. Alright, what else does the collective need to know about this situation? What else does the collective need to know about this current situation? Alright, I need 2 more cards for the collective. What other messages do we need to know? Okay. We have savings. This is all about preservation, collection, meaningness. All right. This is number 49. 49 goes to a 13, which is the death card, which is all about transformation or endings. And that goes to a 4, which talks about stability. So your money was somehow affected during this lunar eclipse. All right, what else? We also have homelessness. Someone feels like they failed, okay? Or, you know, things didn't go in your favor financially here. This is number 53, which goes to an 8, which talks about success and victory. All right, what else? We have memories here. This talks about reminiscing, okay, reunion. This is the number 20. 20 goes to a 2, which talks about peace, balance, harmony. So some of you are trying to restore some sort of balance after some sort of financial hit is what I'm getting out of this. Okay? And we also have family. So some of you may be moving back in with your family, okay, in order to save money because you took some sort of financial hit when the lunar eclipse, and this is something you did not anticipate coming. Okay, 46 goes to a 10, which is closing out a cycle for a new beginning. Alright, so let's find out what happened. Okay, what happened during this situation for the collective? Alright, we have the 6 of Pentacles. So something that you thought was going to pay off didn't, is what I'm hearing. Alright, yeah, King of Pentacles. So a lot of you may be business owners or just very financially stable, but that's the obstacle right now, because whatever this financial hit, it was a big financial hit. It wasn't small, okay? Some of you, if you have not lost your home yet, you may lose your home, okay? This is somewhere you've had a lot of memories with, Again, it may be you and your family may need to move in with family members. All right, what else do we need to know? We have the Hierophants. Okay, so it may be that your company, okay, the company you work for may have taken a huge financial hit. Got it. Yep. We also have the Page of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Swords. The Three of Swords. We also have the Four of Cups. And we also have the Queen of Pentacles. So we have the King and Queen of Pentacles out here. So it not only affected you, but it also affected your spouse. But whoever this company is took a huge financial hit, and now I'm almost getting the energy they may be laying people off. Okay? Some of you may only have gotten a short notice, okay? Because this is weeks, so you may have only gotten a 3 weeks notice that you no longer had a position there. And again, I feel like whoever this was had a high up position in this company. There was even some sort of contract, okay, legal signing where, you know, you were at this specific position for a certain amount of time. But since this company took a huge financial hit, they're actually retracting this contract. Yeah, a lot of you are so depressed that you don't even want to even deal with the situation. I'm getting the energy of someone doesn't even want to get out of bed. Okay. And we also have the Queen of Pentacles here as well. And this person, I feel like, is feeling very defeated as well. Because the two of you are trying to figure out, especially if you have children, okay, if this is your family situation, where you're going to go and what you're going to do, because you only have 3 weeks to figure it out. Maybe 4, okay? Now, for some of you, not very many of you, you have a contract that expires in 4 months. And as soon as that 4 months is up, that's going to be the end of the situation. Because of whatever this financial hit that this company wasn't anticipating. Okay? So let's find out more about the situation. Okay, tell me about this King of Pentacles being the blockage. Okay, what's this King of Pentacles as the blockage? We have the Nine of Cups. Someone was overindulgent. Okay. We also have the Lovers, okay, with who they were partnering up with. This doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. It could be in business, okay. We also have the Knight of Cups, and we also have the Two of Cups. Yeah, so whoever this business was, it's almost like they hired too many people on purpose because they thought there was going to be some sort of growth within the company. But now that they took this huge hit, they have to eliminate some of these people that because they overhired. But they were overhiring with the anticipation that the company was going to expand and then there would be positions for those people. But now that that is not going in that direction, they're actually pulling back. Now they have to retract some sort of contracts here. Okay, so what's this Hierophant about? Okay, tell me about this company, what they do. Okay, 10 of Pentacles. So this company has been around for a long time, at least 10 years minimum. Okay. You know, there was a lot of material gain while you were there with the Nine of Pentacles. So a lot of you are confused with the Eight of Swords as to what's going on. But what you're not aware of, okay, with this 7 here, because 7 is about hidden truth and hidden knowledge, what you're not aware of is that this company took a huge financial hit. They made some sort of investment, okay? They made some sort of investment here that did not pan out in their favor. Okay, so tell me about this investment this company did. Okay, tell me about this. All right, we have temperance. So this was supposed to allow them some sort of cash flow, okay, to be able to fluctuate back and forth. It's something that they should have been able to take out finances whenever they needed it, but whenever they didn't need it, it could kind of stay where it's at. All right. We also have the Six of Wands. And we have the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, so whoever this company was, they thought this was a very solid investment. But now that they took this hit, they're juggling. The company itself is juggling. Where it used to be in this Ten of Pentacles is now all the way down to the Two of Pentacles. So it lost big. It lost big. Okay, what did this company invest in? Six of Cups. Okay. And we have the Devil. Okay, so this is something they've invested in the past, and it worked out for them in the past. However, this time, it actually... Okay, thank you. So this is something Okay, so whatever this investment is, where they could, have, a certain cash flow in and out, they invested in it again, but this time... this last time they invested it into this situation, they were bound to a certain time frame. Like, for instance, when they first invested with this company or this, financial, whatever it is, okay, there was no specific time frame that they had to stay with that investment. Like, for instance, when you go to the bank and you can get, say, what are those things called? They're like bonds and stocks and all those things. But it's only a certain amount. Like, some you can get for 9 months. Some you can get for 2 years. Some you can get for 5 years, right? A CD. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so a CD, right? Where after a specific short period of time, you can take that money out and then reinvest it in something else, right? But this time, in the first time the past times they've been doing it, this company let them take it out whenever they wanted to. So it's not like they were set to a specific time frame, like 9 months, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, right? There was no set date that this company here needed to take money in and out. Like, it's something where whatever this financial contract was, they were able to take money in and out as much as they wanted to, and they weren't penalized for it. But now, this last time, they specified to a certain time period with the Devil card here. Like, it was very strict. Okay, 1 year. Yep, with the Sun card, 1 year. So they guaranteed that all the funds they put in this time would stay there for 1 year. Okay? And if they take that money out prior to the 1 year, then there's all these penalties involved, and they would end up losing a lot of money if they were to take all that out immediately. However, that was when they were in the Ten of Pentacles energy, is when they did this contract to leave it into some sort of financial investment for a year. However, since then, the company has lost some money, okay? And now they're in this Two of Pentacles energy, and they can't gain access to that money because they said they would keep it in there for a year. So now they don't have the cash flow to pay for all these people that they hired over and above what they needed because their money's tied up. And they weren't expecting that to happen. They were expecting everything to continue as this Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so what specifically changed in the work environment that led them to go from the Ten of Pentacles to the Two of Pentacles? Okay, we have the Death card. And we have the Page of Wands. And we have the Eight of Cups. Okay, so some of their high, what I'm hearing, their high ticket items or their high ticket clients went somewhere else. Okay, so did they go to competition or did they just, like, where did these people go to? Yeah, they decided to invest somewhere else because whatever they were making with this company, they were only getting a little bit. Like, there's 7 pentacles here, there's 6 pentacles here, 1 pentacle here. So the investors were only getting a 7th, so that's like what, 14%, 14 point something percent, okay, of a profit. So they're saying, well, I don't really want to settle for that little bit of profit that I'm getting. So they pulled their, okay, so they pulled their money out of this company, but this company had already invested that particular money into a 1-year contract. So now they have like no money. Okay? All right, thank you, Spirit. All right. So tell me about this Queen of Swords energy. Queen of Swords, what's going on with the Queen of Swords energy? Okay. We have the Fool card, Ace of Cups, and the Hermit. So someone here, okay, in this company is trying to figure out how they can get other investors to invest in this company to offset the clients or the people that were supporting them or investing in them that walked away. But with the Ace of Cups, like, we're talking about a lot of money here, like overflowing, like endless money, okay, that these investors were giving this company. All right, so tell me about the Three of Swords. We have the Four of Cups, but I feel like no one's interested because I do know with inflation and everything that is kind of like unstable, you know, not like it was before, you know, everything's very, you know, iffy right now, that people aren't willing to invest where they would before because it doesn't seem the ideal time. Thank you, Spirit. All right, what else do we need to know? Yeah, a lot of people are recovering from a lot of losses that they've experienced over the past 2 or 3 years, okay? And everybody's talking about it, okay? In the financial circuit, anyway. That they're trying to, you know, pull out whatever investments they have just as a backup in case something were to happen. They have the lucrative money that they had before. But the problem was this specific company was relying on the people that were investing in this company to always be there. So that's why they agreed to this contract of leaving whatever this money is in for a specific amount of time. Okay? They thought it was going to be fine, but they weren't realizing that these investors wanted their money back. They wanted to pool their investment. Okay, so tell me about this Four of Cups. Yeah, people are just penny pinching right now, okay, with the Four of Pentacles. Yep, we have Judgment, and we also have the Moon card. And a lot of people are trying to keep this as private, and that's really so the general public, you know, don't start going a little nutso and saying how, you know how people can sometimes, one little thing happens and it's somehow like the extreme, right? So I feel like whoever is dealing with the situation doesn't want to rattle any kind of cages, doesn't want to have the reputation that things there's anything wrong. They also don't want people in the company to know that anything is going on. Because again, they don't want people to panic, okay? Because that's going to make the situation even worse, all right? So tell me about this Queen of Pentacles. We have the Three of Swords. We also have the Eight of Pentacles. And we have the Seven of Swords. So I feel like whoever this, spouse is of yours is feeling very defeated and betrayed and lied to, because when they joined the company, okay, just like you did, it was on really good terms. It had been around for a long time. It was consistent. It was stable. And now they feel like they were somehow deceived, because not only are you losing, so is your spouse. So that's two incomes in the household that are either losing money altogether, okay, or, have to take some sort of pay cut. I mean, I'm getting more of the first one, where you both end up getting laid off, okay? Or you're going to have to find another job that may pay less, all right? I don't know what your current situation is, but that's what I'm seeing here. But whoever the feminine energy is in your relationship, this person feels like they were lied to, about this company. Because I do know I worked for a specific company. I'm not going to say names. But they kept bragging about how they were never going to close any stores, because they always used cash to, when they opened up a new store, they used the cash they had on hand, that they never took out any loans or anything like that, right? However, everything changed, once 2020 happened, right? And what happened in 2020 and 2021? Well, then stores started to close, right? And so even though when you first started at this company, they told you, you have job security, this is never going to happen, we keep expanding, but no one can anticipate different events that happen. Like, nobody could have anticipated what happened in 2020 that happened, right? And this company could not predict that they were going to have investors, several investors that had a lot of money in the company, to all pull out. Not only all of them pull out, but all of them pull out at the same time, okay? So it's almost like this company was completely blindsided by their investors pulling out of the situation, okay? And all of them pulling out at once was it kind of just made the situation even worse than it already was. Because at least if it's just one or two investors, okay, well, maybe you can find 4 or 5 investors who can replace that money. But when you have 7 investors or 10 investors all pulling out their money all at the same time, I mean, how are you going to find 20, 30 people to invest in you quickly, right? Like, that's not really realistic. Okay, so is there any advice for the collective in this situation? We have the 7 of Cups. Yep. And we also have the Ace of Pentacles. So I do see here you're going to have several options available to you in regards to, financial opportunities, right? So you just have to wait for the right time with the 3 of Wands here in order to find the right investment to invest in, okay? So if you're looking for a job, you may need to wait a little bit longer than you anticipated to find the right job, but in the long run it will be worth it. And there are several things you can do, okay, in order to get by in between. Some of you may need to borrow from family, friends, whatever you need to do, or there may be community resources available to you. But I feel like the collective here needs to knock it off with focusing on what you lost. You need to stop focusing on what you lost. You have to focus on your future, because now is not the time to deal with that situation. Once you're out of the situation and you have the new job and you're settled and everything's okay, then you can kind of deal with what you went through, because at some point you will need to deal with it. Just now is not the right time to be focused on the negative. You have to focus on the positive right now, because you have a mission of having to make sure you and your family is safe at this time and stable. All right? And it's not worth focusing on the negative and, not sleeping at night and whatever, because how is that going to affect you if you have to go out and, do job interviews? If you're not sleeping at night and you have, dark circles under your eyes, how do you think that's going to look to a potential employer, right? Like, that's not going to look that great. You want to be on your A game. You want to be on the top of your game when you have these interviews. So make sure that you are not focusing on the loss. Just focus on the future. And then once you're in a stable situation, then you can deal with all the emotions that you went through during that time. All right, so that's the message I'm getting. If you enjoyed this message, please like and subscribe. Until next time.